people. What critical question does the field need to address? I think a critical. What's up? No. So I think one critical question that our field needs to address is to continue to find ways to fuse social justice into the curriculum, in terms of media curriculum, as well as connecting young people with social justice movements. I think oftentimes it's really easy to give young people a camera and say, hey, you know, film this, edit this, produce this, but in terms of their own personal development, how are they able to use the media that they create either as a tactic in organizing or in connection to a local movement, a statewide movement, or a larger national movement for change.
Big question is also like how to support teachers, because like we do have a lot of things. There's like everybody's like pulling you, like the math people want you to do more of this and the science people want you to do more of that or whatever, and so if you come with like this idea of like I want to do media, you also really need to be supported, and like you really need more than just like one adult in a classroom to be doing this kind of stuff. I think that's just sort of the bottom line.
Critical questions that youth media needs to address. Well, that's like a trick question.
I trust you.
Critical questions that youth media needs to address for who? For the chronologically endowed or for the chronologically challenged? The critical question for youth media that youth needs to address in terms of the chronologically endowed is how do you get them to shut up and move over? The critical question for the chronologically challenged is how do you get the older people to shut up and move over? And I think it's about really respecting one another's space and voice. I think that older people, I have gray hair, have a tendency to demand that younger people justify everything that they say. And I think older people feel like they don't have to justify everything that they say, or that the blanket justification is because I've been on the planet this long. I know that I hide behind it, but I'm constantly having to clock myself. And I get really disgusted with people my own age 95% of the time when I listen to what comes out of their mouth when they're talking about people younger than themselves. And so I sort of feel like a reformed alcoholic. I have to remind myself, okay, don't drink from that poisonous, glass of chronology. Just listen to the voice, and if the voice rings true. So I think that that's the thing, is learning how to talk across that chasm that's completely fabricated, because there are so many places where we connect regardless of age, as long as we can understand one another.